Hi, my name is Hart. I'm a cartoonist and author of many books on how to draw everything from cartoons to manga, figure drawing, all sorts of stuff. Today I'd like to show you how to draw kind of a fashion figure head. I think it'd be fun to do and get a nice hairstyle, nice eyes, the shape of the head. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff going on. So let's start off here with a simple shape. It does not have to be comfortable. It does not have to be perfect. It should be comfortable. I bet my editor wants me to tape that one over, but we're on our way. We can't be stopped. Okay, ready? Here's a nice long neck, pretty thin, but a long neck. That's also important. And it's a long head shape. It's like an elongated egg. There you go. So let's put the center line here just to keep everything even. And we'll bring the eye line up a little high. Now I like to start with the eyes, just to at least get the placement. They're going to be very tapered and dramatic. Like so. Now this is a little further, I see, from the center line than this, a little closer. So when that happens, when I see something like that, I make an adjustment. We always adjust as we go along until it's done. It's not done until it's done. And I'm going to darken this in at the end, because it'll be a little more dramatic. But right now, I want to show you that you don't have to get it right exactly the first time. Matter of fact, people say, oh, I make mistakes when I draw, and my feeling is, if you're not making mistakes, you're not trying enough new things. There's no such thing in drawing, in my opinion, as a mistake. What there are attempts. I'll try this. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, I'll try this. That's the kind of creativity you want to have. You don't want to avoid that by saying, I've got to get this right. I can't think about another way of doing it. So please, be easier on yourselves. All right, let me see. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Okay, all right, so we have that about right. Now we're going to have a nice curving, high arched eyebrows. Make it dramatic. The thing about this is to make it dramatic. You see, I just sketched in a bunch of eyelashes, but we don't want to have like individual eyelashes. Kind of bunch them together. Otherwise it starts to look too busy. We want an effect, a glamorous effect. We don't want to actually draw every eyelash. We want to suggest the things that we want the viewer to see, not to actually articulate every single one. Okay, so a little bit of the nose here, just a little touch to get started. That's the tip right here, and this is a little nostril. You could add a nostril on the other side if you want, but just a suggestion. Start with the middle of the lip when you draw lips. Always do that. Now, a lot of times, I mean, you'll see this in books, and I have a book on human proportions, which you'll see, it's called Figure It Out, Human Proportions. And you'll see that the lips actually go to the pupils out each side. But when you're drawing something like fashion, you can exaggerate a little bit. And you can make them actually shorter, a shorter length than that. I'm going to bring this up just a touch. Make the eyelids heavier on the outsides. And exaggerate the size of the lips. And we're going to taper this a little bit more. Good. All right, now we're ready to get the hair going, and then once we get that, we'll finish it up. So we'll start with a part, say a middle part. And we're going to come over, almost over the eyes. Same thing on this side. I'm going to keep this stuff, the eyebrows through this because it gives it kind of a dramatic look. So it's a technique that's often used, kind of the invisible hair, when the eyelids and eyelashes show through them. And we're going to build up the hair over the part, and it's going to come out this way, kind of dramatically. We're going to hang some earrings down, like this. All right, what do you think? Ready to go? Let's get this thing going. So when you have the eyes, they look like they're staring right at you, and sometimes beginners will have it look that way at the end. the way to avoid that is to have the upper eyelid resting hard on it. Like that. You see how that changes the look from staring? The bottom doesn't cover it as much. That's flatter. Okay, now I don't want to make it too heavy, so I go to my other grade here. So we don't fill in every lash. I mean, there are lashes on the bottom too. You can add a few of those, but go easy. And a little bit of the crease on top of the eyes. The smile will be just at the ends. You see those two little marks? That is actually all you need. No, I can't believe it, Chris. Yes, believe it. Here you go. It just gives a little attitude. Okay, so a little shadow on the lips there. Maybe just a little bit, just one little tiny crease there. And so remember, it's not just an egg shape. We're at the very bottom here, we're going to kind of, here we go, just kind of taper it here to square off the chin just a little bit. Long neck. It's not straight, it's a little curved. And you know what? I'm going to make these thicker. Did you know that the eyebrows are a little closer to the bridge of the nose than the eyes? They actually go further than the eyes. These are the kind of cool things you learn when you get, to be familiar with perspective and proportions, and they really make a difference. It's, you could do figure drawing all day long, but unless you know exactly the height on the character of where things go, it can be challenging. Once you know it, you won't make that mistake again. If something doesn't look right, you're going to say to yourself, wait, let me see. The ears are supposed to go up to the eyebrows. Is that where they are? Oh no, oh I see, I know what to do. So that's the great thing about it. It's like having a cheat sheet, when you know proportions. And again, that's called Figure It Out Human Proportions. It's everywhere. You can get that at Michael's, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Hobby Lobby, and Joann's. Let me just add a little bit of thickness here to this line so that so the head shape stands out. And now, because we have it, I am just going to add a little shadow here, a little shadow here, like eyeshadow. A touch underneath, on the top lip, like so. The interior of the hair here. A little bit under the eyebrow. And soften the nose. So there we go. There are some good ideas for creating a fashion character. I hope you enjoyed it. And I have new videos every Monday. Please subscribe. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.